right, ladies and gents, the original idea for this video was to do a final kind of wash with the car. I put the bucket here with all the tire stuff, wheel stuff. I filled up the foam cannon, literally got everything prepared, and I did my initial like pre-rinse. It just came off and like self-cleaned itself. It doesn't need to be washed. Look at this. I just got done rinsing it and drying it with a leaf blower. It looks like it is just fresh, ready for the showroom. So plan B, I guess, which is just to kind of do the final detail spray and wipe down and talk a little bit about the car itself, man. Because right now it is about 90% sold. And what I mean by that is waiting on a couple things in process, documentation, paperwork, all that business. And really all we need is a bill of sale and this thing's gone, which is sad. Yes, it's an amazing car. Love the car. It's my favorite car I've ever owned, but it is time to switch things up. I had a lot of people asking me, what's next? What are you looking at next? What are you gonna buy next? G80 next? Gonna buy a G80? G80 M3, G82 M4? I don't know, we'll see. I'm looking at things right now. We're also going into fall and then winter. I don't know about you guys, but I live here in the great state of Michigan where our winter's pretty gnarly and it lasts like 5 months. So who knows? Haven't really made up my mind yet. I might do an in-between car and then pop out later on to something else. We don't know yet, but we're not even there yet. So for the time being, we have this car in the garage. Let's keep the focus on this car. So I bought this car in November of 2022, which is almost 3 years ago, which is crazy. I went back earlier this month and looked at the videos in order that I did, and I have them all on a playlist here on YouTube, but it was like from the first day of ownership, like picking up the car and then just doing all the modifications over the winter time and early springtime of 2023. I'm gonna readjust my camera here. That was really the kind of peak in my eyes of owning this car, and like I said, I haven't done any modifications to it in over 2 years, so we really kind of knocked out the mods quickly on this build, and it was so fun just like looking back into old videos and looking at what we did in the shop at M22 with the boys. Everyone kind of had a helping hand on this car, as they did on my old car, the S5. So it was cool to see too, just all the hands that have touched this car and have made it what it is now. Just pretty neat in my opinion, so it was cool looking back on that. In order of the modifications, we did an intake and a stage 1 ECU tune with 034 Motorsports, and that was fun, dude. Just seeing what this engine and kind of platform is capable of. I know we did it on Evan's car prior, but in the sedan, dude, it just had a different feeling. So that really woke it up, and that was a relatively inexpensive modification you can do on your own. Intake takes 2 seconds to install. It was easy. And then the tune, 430 horsepower with an email, basically. It's pretty crazy. Then after that, what did we do? After that, I'm pretty sure we started sourcing parts for the stage 2. And that includes the downpipe, the intercooler, and we actually did charge pipes with that as well. That was fun. We did a Carbon Lab downpipe, catless, Carbon Lab intercooler, and Carbon Lab charge pipes. I forgot what they were called, charge pipes. Actually, I can't remember the order off the top of my head. We may have done the diffuser and lip spoiler before? Yeah, I think we did those before when it was still stage 1. And the stage 2 on this car is really what brings it to life. I mean, the stage 1 is cool because it brings it from stock to just an absolute missile, but to have 476 horsepower in a daily driver sedan is awesome. I mean, it's 3.48 seconds 0 to 60. So much fun. So going stage 2 on this car was fun and all. And then that was kind of it, man. We didn't have really any reason besides just being crazy for the heck of it to do anything more. So on this platform, you can do a big TTE turbo on it, make almost 800 horsepower to the crank. So I think it's what, 625 wheel horsepower. So you can go crazy on it. It's a good platform. It's buildable. I didn't want to do that as a daily driver because I kind of wanted the best of both worlds. I wanted that good like stage 2 power level performance, but keep the daily drivability. I mean, you can throw a big turbo in it and make crazy power, but you know, having to replace your spark plugs every 4,000 miles or whatever. Just didn't sound that nice to me. I don't know. Could just be me, but stuff gets expensive, dude. I think the Stage 2 is a good power level for this platform especially. I mean, this car has been silly in terms of reliability. It's been the daily for almost 3 years and has not let me down a single time. It's been absolutely incredible. Everything that I've done to the car was the oil filter housing gasket needed to be replaced, and that was it. Like, paid my buddy a few $100, knocked it out because there was a small oil leak, but it's done with. Mechanically, the most reliable car I've ever owned also, which is crazy. I had, let's see, 28,000 miles on it when I bought it, and now it's at 55,000. But it's just been oil changes, and I did just do the spark plugs at the last service it had when I got my oil change as well. So that's done. You only need to do those every 40,000. So especially if you get it in that sweet spot like I did, pick it up, you know, 30, 40,000 miles, drive it to 60, 70,000 miles. It's really a cheat code, and it's pretty cool. I talked a bit about it in my last video, but you can get these now at an awesome price. And I sold mine for a little discount off my asking, because I know it's going to somebody at least local-ish here. I think he's like an hour away from where I live, so hopefully it's not the last time I see the car. I knew it would kind of be the last time I washed it and like got it all nice and pretty today, so hopefully I'll see it around at like car shows and stuff. I don't know if he's really into all that, but fingers crossed. You know, the wheels are the only things that got a little dirty, and obviously when you blast it off with the pressurized water, you'll get kind of water spots and dirty water spots here, but they come right off with the ceramic detail spray. So easy. When I washed this car, it was beating like it was freshly coated, and this was coated over 2 years ago. So silly impressive. If you guys came across my channel because of this car and like wanted to buy one, researched one, or bought one, owned one, you'll know how much I love this car. I talk about it every single time, every video, and I've had so many people reach out and be like, dude, I bought my car because of you. And like when I listed it for sale, some Facebook messages came in that said like, you're the reason I bought the car, and that was so cool to hear. It kind of warms my heart a bit knowing that this car had some sort of influence or positive impact in the lives of so many people. And it sounds so funny to say, but it is true. And this car has really gone through it over the last 3 years. Moved into my first house, this house, packed all my belongings in it, and you know, came down here, and it shared the journey here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of memories of this car, man. Hanging out at the shop with our buddies and building this. Like I said, a lot of hands went into the install. My brother Carson tinted the windows on it. Evan ordered the wheels. Rory lowered it. I think all three of those guys helped with the downpipe and all the installs and whatnot. So big shout out to the boys. Man, it's a fun car. I'll miss it for sure. But like I said, time to move on. So this car, funny enough, I did not ever name because I didn't want to get like attached to it. I think buying cars is kind of a business decision more so than an emotional one. And that is something I just never did with this car. I named my S5 Avery because it's 2 syllables, sounded kind of like Audi. Never named this one. I'll probably film the actual moment when I do sell the car, so it won't be the last time you see it on the channel, but it will probably be the last video dedicated to the car. If you subscribe because of the car, if you are on the channel because of the car, I thank you so much. Like I said, we're not like going away from car content at all. This is just the end of a chapter, turning to a new page to move on to something else. And at one point we had to do the same thing with the S5, said goodbye to that one to pick up this car. So it's a cycle, a necessary one at that, and one that I'm very appreciative for everyone that made it possible. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and watching the S4. I'm gonna leave a link to all the S4 videos in the description, probably pop it up on the screen here too, if you guys wanna watch the individual installs and videos dedicated directly to this car. It's not just me yapping about it. Until the next one, ladies and gents, thank you so much. We'll see you.